Hello there, everyone. This is final level. My name's Aceikith-Alain. Again, with James Spann, 1991, Roseprincessmitia, for part 2 of My Little Pony Tales of Equestria, The Curse of the Statuettes. So then, in part 1...
Now, remember to go into your local radio voice. You know, previously on Tales of Equestria.
I don't think I'm doing that. We're not professional enough yet. Maybe in years to come, but not right now.
Centuries, I'll say more like.
Okay, if I may continue. So, in part 1, we had Spike return to Ponyville without the main six with bad news. That Twilight and her friends were in big trouble and had been turned to stone. Angel Brush, Gearloose, and Blair Blaze all prepared to go to the Badlands to try and find the main six and also find out about the legend of the Curse of the Statuettes as well. Upon getting to there, they met a few ponies, got a ride to try and get into the heart of the Badlands. Got into a little bit of trouble, mind you.
Sounds like business as usual.
Yeah, that's just another day at the office. And then they arrived at a campsite where, while investigating that, they managed to find out that it was actually the main six's own personal campsite. And they found another pony that were trying to attack them. And now we come to the digging site where we now come back into the present. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to read aloud the last part that I had read before we finished part 1 to basically retract on to the point that we came up to. So, you all hear some commotion and clattering of hooves towards the outskirts of the dig site. 4 earth ponies arrive at the camp area. 3 of them look particularly tough and seem to be following the orders of the 4th pony. The leader has a dark grey mane and tail and a lighted grey coat. You've seen him speak to the other 3 and then to a handful of ponies from the camp who trot up to meet him. You see one of them pointing your direction, and the leader looks right at you. He says something briefly to the 3 tough ponies following him, who then start coming towards you. As they approach, one of them speaks out. Dr. Caballero wants to see you in his tent. Another joins in and says, yeah, he's looking forward to meeting an unexpected guest. The 3rd says, we'll take you there right away. The 3 ponies stand around you, waiting for you to respond. What do you do?
Dr. Caballero, I presume?
Yep, this is Dr. Caballero. So you already do know who Dr. Caballero is. You've all read Daring Do books before.
Yes, for those of you who aren't My Little Pony fans, let's just say they're the Indiana Jones of this universe.
So yeah, you know who Dr. Caballero is. He is an Earth Pony Stallion. And his cutie mark is a golden skull. From the Daring Do books, he is a villain to Daring Do. He is always trying to steal treasure, trying to steal different things to get money. So he basically he wants all the wealth for himself. He doesn't care about anything else, and he doesn't care how he's going to get it. As long as he's wealthy, he doesn't care. He has a very notice greed. So the 3 Earth ponies are telling you that Dr. Caballero wants to see you. So you're probably a little bit nervous because you know who Dr. Caballero is, but you've never seen him face to face. So what is the first thing you wish to do?
I demand to speak to the one in charge, please.
Oh, that would be Dr. Caballero.
Well, show me to him.
Why, I'd be wise too. So the 3 Earth ponies then start to escort you to Dr. Caballero. He does to so then that way you go up like a set of steel steps that leads to a room which Dr. Caballero is overseeing the dig site. Yes.
Hello? Anyone in?
Ah, I see we have visitors. And Dr. Caballero turns around, hearing you as you come through the door. The other 3 Earth ponies follow Blair Blaze, Angel Bush, and Gear Lucy inside as well. And Dr. Caballero sees the 3 of them, and he just waves a hoof at the 3 of them, telling them to be gone. And the other 3 then start to leave. 2 of them start to leave away, and 1 of them stays behind. Excuse me. So he's acting very courteously. He does. Obviously, he's he is the type that is probably, he's not very trusting. You do already, because you have read D&D books already before.
Probably best not to get him mad either.
Yeah, do not get him mad. So he starts to wonder why all 3 of you are here.
That's good. It's so good to finally meet the one in charge.
Well, I'm definitely the one in charge. Well, what brings you here anyway?
It's a little bit complicated, but let's just say that we've come to help.
Help? Well, I guess I could do with a few more ponies around.
Yeah, we're hoping that help one another. That sort of thing. Help us in our quest. We help you in yours.
Yes, I guess I could do that. What was you thinking of? How may I assist you?
Oh well, we're just looking for some friends of ours. They just got lost in the Badlands. We're just looking for them. That's all.
Ah, I see. I wonder, is the curse of the statuettes really true then? I have heard rumours, but I wasn't exactly sure myself.
So we're both looking for the same thing then?
Yes.
We're just looking for them because they've probably got our friends.
Yes, there is another pony we've been trying to find for some time. However, there is something that you could do for me.
Name it, my good host. We're here to help.
You see, we've been trying to find another pony for some time. Have you ever heard of Professor Gullytrotter?
I'm afraid that name doesn't spring to mind. Do you know him, Angel?
I wonder. So I'm going to do...
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. So it's like no pony actually knows who Professor Gullytrotter is.
Is he an archaeologist?
Well, he is definitely an older Pegasus, mind you. He's very intelligent. He came with us as part of the expedition, but then he suddenly turned a blind eye towards me when I asked him for more help.
I can't imagine why. Well, he's obvious. Well, maybe he's scared. Maybe he's heard of the power of the statuettes.
It is possible, especially if the legend is true.
Would you mind bringing us up to speed on this legend? We've been so focused on finding our friends that we may have forgotten to do some research on that bit.
Well, from what I've been told, then let's see. Yeah, cut that bit out actually. Yes, from what I've been told, because of the statuette, some pony's been going around the Badlands turning people to stone.
We've had a run-in with that pony, yeah.
You've actually seen the pony?
We're one step away from becoming garden gnomes.
Oh, I see. And you can tell, if you could all do a mind check for both of you.
Yeah, well, I've got to get my dice out.
Yeah, that'll be a good idea.
Which one is it? Mind.
The mind.
Oh yeah, I'm the mind 8.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's the 8, isn't it?
No, I don't think that is.
That's the 12.
Yeah, that one's a D8.
Oh, it's that one.
You're looking for a D8, aren't you?
Oh, is it that one?
Oh, yeah, correct.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, yeah, and you're looking for a D6. You are.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, roll it.
4.
3.
Okay, so you're not quite sure, but you're not entirely certain if he might be telling the truth about what's been happening with Professor Gollytrotter. You have an inkling that you feel a little bit nervous being around Dr. Caballero. You know already that he is definitely not trustworthy. Possibly, it's a good idea that you've already started reading the Daring Do books, because if you hadn't done so, you may not realise this at all. But Professor Gollytrotter, you don't think maybe he has been trapped. Maybe something has happened. But you're not quite so sure. Carry on.
So, more about this little legend. What exactly is the curse?
Well, it's basically a unicorn that's been going around turning people to stone with ancient magic.
Ooh. I love ancient magic.
So, yeah, it's pretty much. I'm surprised you three are still here.
Well, I like to think of it as we had luck on our side.
Okay.
Yeah, plus Blair Blaze is pretty good with a kick. Not so good at keeping her temper, but good kick.
Well, maybe we could try and find out more about the cursed statuettes together. We could go on an expedition and try and find them.
Oh, an excellent idea, Dr. Caballero. Dare I say it? Quite a daring idea.
Yes, a daring idea. And he definitely does not find it amusing.
Oh, good. Well, we'll just be outside getting some supplies together before we start searching. Oh,
Okay. Well, I guess we meet outside the dig site in about 10 minutes.
yeah, we'll be there in 5. We won't be long. Come on, guys.
Oh. So you all get your supplies ready. You need to make a way from the dig site. You wait outside for Dr. Caballero.
Is it just me, Angel, or did that guy give me the shivers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What are you two so worried about? He's trying to help us.
Trust me, I've read all the books. I say we do the old keep our friends close but our enemies closer thing on him.
Well, if he is an enemy, then we'll definitely be keeping him close.
Yeah. Plus, didn't you see the way he reacted when I mentioned my little daring joke?
Yes, I did.
Which means that if daring do is well, and that really is the Dr. Caballero from the books, definitely be careful around him.
Yes, okay. Dr. Caballero is real. But maybe he's a change pony. How do we know?
Well, I say keep one eye on him.
Fine. So Dr. Caballero comes out from his dig site. He does, and and he beckons you to a location. He shows you a map. He does at the digging site. He does, which is to a location that is southeast, which he believes Professor Gollytrotter might be found from here, based on his research and his done so far. He marks it on a map. He marks it onto the map that you have got already.
Southeast. What a strange coincidence.
And he also gives you 2 pots of pony balm.
Pony balm?
So basically, if your stamina was to go a bit low, you can rub it onto yourself to recover. You can. So somebody can actually write that onto their inventory.
Angel has the inventory.
What was it again?
2 pots of pony balm. You should just put pony balm X2.
Right, okay. Right, okay.
Okay, so he then starts to explain that on the way you'll be crossing a bridge called Dust Main Ridge, which also not a bridge, sorry. You may have to scale a part of Dust Main Ridge, which is a mountainous terrain and very dangerously steep in places.
Oh, great timing.
There is also wind that is very strong around it, which makes flying dangerous for Pegasus. He does, and he mentions that the expedition that you bring some specialised climbing equipment, which is called a pony grappling harness, which this gear will allow non-Pegasus ponies to access hard-to-reach places.
Okay.
So, however, he does not have it with him. It was designed for Professor Gullytrotter himself, which unfortunately, when the professor disappeared, he had the last of them with him. So you do not have it.
Oh, so we've got to find Dr. Gullytrotter for this special equipment.
Exactly. So, however, Dr. Aceikith-Alain has said to you that there might be some at Site A, which, if you remember on the temporary map, I'll say to you where it is where we are at the moment. So we are currently at Site B. We need to go a little bit more. You need to go a little bit more further south to actually find Site A. So once you get to there, you may be able to find something, and then that way you can try and find Professor Gullytrotter.
Okay, well, I say we go to Site A then.
However, be very careful. There was a huge monster that's taken up residence there,
I've forgotten about that.
and no pony can get anywhere near it. They had to abandon a lot of supplies that they had brought with them, so there might not be any even there. The monster is like a massive snake-like creature with a big, great mouth. It's a perfect scale body and a red frill and pink head. If you can do a mind check.
Mind. I'm in the 8 again, yeah.
2.
5.
Okay, so you're not really sure what it is at all, but it doesn't seem like anything that you have heard of. So
Could be a giant desert one.
okay, so Dr. Aceikith-Alain tells you the directions of how to get to Site A. So in that way, hopefully, you might be able to retrieve the pony grappling harness, which sounds like you desperately are going to require it if you wanted to find Professor Gullytrotter.
Okay, and maybe if we're lucky, maybe the Earthworm will be asleep.
Well, possibly, but I wouldn't.
But I very much doubt that if we know what these stories are like.
Yes, this creature of what Dr. Aceikith-Alain was speaking of is making me a bit nervous.
Well, like I said, hopefully it'll be asleep.
Yeah, I hope you're right. So you begin to travel to Site A. You do, and it takes a little bit of a while. Like it is, after all, still quite treacherous. Is and and as your excuse me. Okay, so if you both could do a mind test for me.
Again?
Yes, please.
2.
Okay.
2.
Okay, so you find like some blackened scorch marks on the ground.
Yeah. I hope these isn't made by a dragon.
However, you're not quite sure where it has come from. But you think that it's possible that that there might be somebody nearby. So obviously you're going to be keeping on your guard a little bit because of it. As you approach the abandoned site, and you all begin to see what looks like buildings clustered together in a kind of makeshift town. Getting closer, it appears that this site is more built up than the dig site you've just come from. There are tents, but also temporary wooden buildings, seemingly thrown together when the expedition arrived. It looks bigger and longer lasting than Site B. You get the feeling that the team must have lost most of their equipment and supplies when they had to abandon this place. To the left of the town is a high hill which rises up a steep rock face. The sheer cliff circles around to the opposite side of the town from where you are standing. Reaching the edge of the site, you can't see a huge snake creature. Can't see any huge snake creatures. In fact, the town is extremely quiet. Too quiet. A ball of tumbleweed rolls between the dig site buildings. The silence is unsettling. Each gentle breeze feels like the shallow breath of a terrifying monster. Still nothing. You can see what looks like a stack of wooden cargo crates in the centre of the town.
I hate it when it's this quiet. There's always going to be a jump scare.
You think, don't scare me any more than what I already am.
Well, let's just get the supplies and get out of it.
Right. What do you think we should look for around first?
Let's look for that specialised climbing equipment first. That's the most important bit.
Right. Well, we don't even know what kind of creature this is.
Well, if it is a desert worm, then the good news is that it only comes out at night. The bad news is it always wakes up hungry.
Oh, well, what time is it now?
About 5 o'clock.
And how long is that until it turns dark?
Let me put it to you this way: dinner time's in 1 hour.
Oh, well, we better hurry up then. Otherwise, we'll be desert food. So there's multiple areas that you can look around. There is. So every planet needs to make a body test.
Body. Alright, I'm 6. No, wait. Oh, no, wait, I'm sorry. I'm body 4. Sorry. But I'll roll 4 anyway, so that's
3.
good.
3, okay. Okay, so you're walking around. You do. So, and Angel feels a little bit of a rumbling echo around the town. She starts to get a little bit more worried about it.
Did you guys hear that?
I'm hoping it was an earthquake.
Well, I didn't hear anything or feel anything. Well, what was it?
It sounded like a rumbling echo noise.
Oh.
That might have been the other thing I might have forgot to mention about desert worms.
What's that?
They sleep underground.
What? Need anything to tell us now?
It only just occurred to me.
Ah.
And shush, they have very good hearing.
Oops. And Blair Blade just covers her mouth with a hoof.
I wish you'd do that more often.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means loudmouth and be quiet.
Well, sorry.
Come on, let's just find that equipment and get over it. This place gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, you're definitely right. Okay, so you reach the centre of the town. Okay. And when you arrive, you find a large stockpile of resources and equipment.
This has got to be it.
So if you could do a mind check.
Mind. Oh, 8.
6.
4. That's 10.
Well, okay, you're pretty lucky. So you've managed to find the crate that's located in the pony grappling harness, and Blair Blades and Gearloose is looking around, and Angel Rush very, very quietly opens up the crate. Very quietly. You can't even hear a pin drop, which you expected it to actually at least creak.
Angel Brush, when I said the thing had good hearing, I didn't think you don't have to be that quiet.
Shh, I'm trying not to wake it up.
Yes, it definitely would be a good idea to be quiet for the time being while we're around here.
Oh,
The
look, we
moment
got
we
this.
disturb that thing.
Look, we've still got about 45 minutes before it wakes up.
Right. Okay, so so you managed to find the harness from the inside. Angel Brush will take the pony grappling harness, so she can put that into her inventory for me.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got to bear in mind that the grappling harness is a little heavy.
Well, maybe it should be carried by the stronger pony.
Yeah, but the only thing is, if you're walking around, you are going to start creating noise. And it seems like that maybe Angel Brush is the only pony that's able to keep quiet while walking around with it as well. So, despite it maybe being a little bit heavy for her, it might be the best idea for her to keep it on her pony's self for the time being.
Okay, but I'll take over carrying it as soon as we get out of the site.
Okay, so you managed to find the harness. So if you could do another body test for me.
Body, got it.
3.
4.
Okay, so Angel Brush starts to feel the ground starting to shake, and you hear a louder rumbling, like as if boulders were being cracked and grounded together as you're walking out.
Guys?
Yeah, I heard it that time. Don't worry, it's very rare for a desert worm to wake up early.
Are you sure?
99%.
What? What are you two on about?
The desert worm? Have you not forgotten?
Yes, I have not forgotten about it, but we need to get out of here. We can't allow our minds to actually get scared about the thing. We need to get out of here now.
She's got a point.
Yeah.
Okay, so you managed to make it out. If you could do, actually, don't worry about that. So, you managed to actually now finally manage to get out of the site. Excuse me. So, give me a second. Okay, so that is fine. Okay, so this is going to be a major part now. So after getting the grappling hook, you now start to make your way to Dustmane Ridge, where you've been told that Professor Gullytrotter might actually be. You've also been told by Dr. Caballero that you may have an encounter with a baby rock, which a rock is an enormous bird-like creature. But instead of feathers, a rock has a lot of stony shards covering its body. So he has told you about them. These are quite very rare creatures, but they can be quite dangerous, especially because, as he's told you as well, they do not understand pony language.
Goody.
They have their own language, so if you end up getting into combat with it, don't even try reasoning with it because it will not understand you.
Thanks for the heads up.
Okay, so as you journey to Dustmane Ridge, you hear a cry on the wind, and after a few moments, you hear it again.
What is that?
Sounds like someone crying.
Well, I don't think we should be here any longer to find out. Okay, so if you can make a mind test for me.
Mind? Yep.
6.
7. 8.
Okay, so the call is seemingly calling from a creature in distress. So you can choose to investigate or not.
I say investigate.
I agree.
Okay, so getting closer, the cries begin to sound more like a squawking of a bird. It doesn't sound happy. The closer you get, the louder and clearer the sounds becomes. It sounds as though the creature is upset or in trouble. Coming to the edge of a small rise, you look down to see the creature at the bottom of a steep rock facing below you. It looks like a large bird, only instead of feathers, it has rows of stony shells covering its body, as well as a big rocky beak and talons. It is indeed in some trouble, as one of its wings is trapped under a pile of rubble that seems to have fallen from the ledge you're standing on. You can see a nearby path that leads down from the ledge to where the creature is.
It's the rock thing.
Wow, I didn't think we would actually see one.
It's huge.
And it looks in trouble.
Yeah,
Maybe we should help it. We can't just leave the poor thing there.
but how are we going to get to it?
We've got the climbing equipment. We've got the ropes.
Well, we've only got one set, so we're going to have to be careful. Only one of us might be able to get down there.
And it should be the animal lover.
Me?
Yes, you.
No, don't worry. You won't be down there alone. I can probably fly as much as I can alongside you.
All right. I'll do my best.
Yeah. And you hotheads stay up here.
What do you mean stay up here?
We need somebody to be the anchor point.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay, so before we start the next sequence, Andrew Rush is going to get another one of these.
Oh.
Thank you.
Okay, so so how is Angel Brush going to get down? So Angel Brush, I guess, is going to be having the grappling hook wrapped around her.
Yes.
Right, we'll lower you down. We can also use my spare rope. We'll lower you down.
All right.
And if you feel nervous or anything, just tell us.
Okay.
Okay, so
And remember, this creature can't stand pony language. So you try and find another form of communication.
All right. I'll try.
okay, so I'm going to have to do a body test to try and lower you down.
Do you need hands for the lowering?
No, it'll be fine.
Okay.
Just keep an eye out, just in case anything attacks us.
Well, okay. I'll keep a lookout. And I'll keep an eye on the beast.
Good. Okay, so Blair starts to lower Angel Brush down, and eventually she reaches down to level where the baby rock is. So like you've still got the rope wrapped around you, yeah, but you are now able to start walking. So you walk over to the baby rock, and if you could make a body test for me.
All right.
That's mine.
4.
Probably just what you needed.
Yeah. So it's very, very difficult to try and pull the rubble from the rock's wing because of the rock being heavy. However, you're able to pull it off. You are. Okay. And then the baby rock looks at you very warily. But he seems to actually gladly see that you're trying to help him. So it starts to actually look happy.
Aww.
Well, I think you made a friend there.
However, you can tell that the baby rock is also still in some pain.
Oh, best heal the little guy.
Okay, so if you can make a mind test for me.
4.
Okay. So as you look, you can see that the stone feathers are crooked, and you look into your first aid supplies, and you manage to find the equipment needed to be able to actually bandage the wing. After some rest, the rock will be able to fly again, but obviously it'll take just a little bit of time, possibly another hour before it can fly again.
Ever thought of becoming a vet?
Well, I could, but don't forget I'm an artist.
Yeah, I'm just saying. But by looks of things, it could be a good sideline.
Okay, so the rock seems to be able to actually understand you, despite not being able to speak pony language. He can understand you through communicating using squawks and body language. He is, after all, very intelligent.
Well, that's interesting. Maybe he might know sign language.
Maybe.
Okay, so next of all, obviously you're still need to find Professor Gullytwatter. Yeah, so as you're going along, like it soon enough is able to start flying again, and it decides to aid you in your pursuit to try and find Professor Gullytwatter.
Oh, a bird sidekick.
He has very, very good eyesight. He does. So he goes off to try and look for the professor, and shortly afterwards he returns. He does, which he motions to you all to follow him.
Let's follow him.
So he takes.
Follow in bird brain. What could possibly go wrong?
Don't call it a bird brain. That's not nice.
All right. I'm sorry for calling it a bird brain.
Okay, so you start to. So what do you all decide to do? Obviously, specifically Gearloose, because you can fly. What do you decide to do? Do you decide to walk with the other two, or do you decide to actually fly with the baby rock?
I'm going to fly with the baby rock just in case he gets into more trouble.
Okay, right. So, and who's going to be using the pony grappling harness?
I think that should be you.
Why me?
Well, I used it, and I think we should take turns using it.
Besides, as I'm a Pegasus, I probably don't need it anyway.
Well, if you're sure of doing that, you sure you'll be safe?
Yes.
Alright. Because this next path is going to be very treacherous.
Don't worry, I'll be right.
Alright. Okay, so...
Tell you what, Angry Brush, if you're getting into any trouble, just shout out, I'll come and help.
Alright.
Okay, so you start to walk up the rocky cliffs. And Blair Blades is wearing the pony grappling harness. If everybody can make a body test...
3.
1.
Yeah. Okay, so it is blowing very, very hard. And like even with the pony grappling harness, it seems to be difficult for every pony. It does. So like you can see, Blair Blaze is every so often like losing her balance. Same with Gearloose. The baby rock seems to be perfectly fine. He's perfectly used to this sorts of conditions.
You should give me some flying lessons in this, mate.
Well, I wish it was a little bit calmer down here. You okay down there, Angel Brush?
No, I don't know where I am. I can't even move.
Darn it! I told you should have put on the harness.
I'm sorry.
Rock, wherever. I'll be right back. I'm gonna fly down and help her.
Okay, so as you attempt to go down, suddenly Angel Brush just falls off. She does. She just completely loses her grip.
Yeah.
Better make a quick dive then.
Yeah, you better make a quick dive. So if you can make a fly check for me.
Fly check on D6. I'm hoping for a high number just so I can catch her. 2.
Nah.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good.
Oh great! I'm gonna fall to my death.
Don't look at me. It's the dice that hates you.
So as you all, so Angelbrush starts to fall down, and Gearloose is trying to fly down after her, and as you're about to hit the ground, the baby rock just about managed to scoot down below you at the last moment. You do lose a stamina, however, because of that.
What? You saved my friend. I'll never call you bird brain again. Thank you. I would kiss you, but you know, just in case.
Yeah, Angel Bush is definitely panicked.
I nearly died.
Next time, wear the pony harness, please.
I'm sorry.
Hey,
We need to
hey,
get out of here.
back off, Bear Blades. It wasn't her fault. This is pretty tricky climbing. This is.
I know. It's just I probably could have stand a bit more of a chance than Angel Bush.
All right, she can fly with me. I'll fly us both up there. You can take the harness.
All right. So you managed to finally get to a flat ledge partway. That's up the steep slope on Dustmane Ridge. The ledge leads back into a sheltered nook across the pony's inside, where every pony finds a small cave opening. There's a flickering light from inside, and find a ragged-looking Pegasus stallion wrapping up by the campfire.
Hello.
And he lifts his head up and he reveals himself. If I cover that bit, because you don't need to know that bit yet. I can't do it. Wait a minute. Okay. Oh yeah, I need to do that because you've already seen that one. Professor Gully Trotter.
Wow.
Looking very ragged.
Wow. No, he does look. Wow. I have to admit, from Pegasus. Dang.
So you finally meet Professor Gully Trotter.
Yeah, nice to meet you, sir.
So, Professor looked very surprised you've all arrived.
Yeah, can we speak to you, sir?
What do you want?
Probably not the best time, but you wouldn't know anything about the curse of the statuettes, would you?
No. Just leave me alone.
Okay.
How did you all get here anyway?
Blind luck. Let's just say blind luck.
A near fatal death.
Well, of course, you shouldn't even be alive. Trying to get across Dustmane Ridge like that.
Yeah, you're not exactly helping our little friend here.
Well, it's because it was a foolish thing to do.
Bear Blades, you might want to handle this one.
Me? Why me?
Because he sounds hot-headed like you.
What is it? What?
You both have so much in common.
Seriously, both of you.
Just, please.
Seriously, you think me, the one that gets so hot-headed, is going to be able to help him?
Please.
I apologise for my two friends here. First time explorers.
Why are you even here anyway?
I told you, curse the statuettes. We're here. We're looking for our friends.
Yeah, more importantly, we were trying to find you.
Yeah.
Me? Why me? Well,
We heard you've gone missing.
from who?
You probably know him. Dr. Caballero.
Him? What? Seriously? You're trying to take sides with him now? You want me to bring back to that foolish pony?
No, we're never on his side. We just wanted information from him, and he told us about you.
I don't believe you.
We're trustworthy. Ask my friend Angel here. She's a society pony.
Huh? If every pony could make a charm check.
Sure. Yep.
3.
1. He's not going to believe us.
Well, Blair Blades is takes a deep breath, sighs, and she then goes up to Professor Gully Trotter and just says, "Look, we're trying to find out about the curse of the statuettes. You see, a few friends of ours have been trapped, and we thought you may have been trapped too. And that's where we come in. We've been trying to find you for a little while after being with Dr. Caballero. The other two here weren't quite appealed by Dr. Caballero, but I weren't so sure. But I decided to try and find you because we wanted to try and help out the rest of our friends. and we thought that maybe if we could try and find you, we might be able to try and find him. And Professor Gallitrotter, still looking angry, he finally calms down. And he then just starts to describe about the night. And he tells you this. Well, I can tell you this now. I was never even captured.
Interesting.
You see, I found an ancient stone tablet in the quarry. And I overheard Dr. Caballero talking on it to his hedge ponies, realising that he had totally selfish motives.
Let me guess, he wants to take it, sell it to the highest bidder, make himself very wealthy.
Yep, he wanted to sell all the treasures for his own gain.
Yeah, don't worry. We had no plans on giving any articles to him anyway.
But when I discovered the ancient tablet, I realised it was going to have great historical importance, and I knew it belonged in some kind of museum, rather than being sold to the highest bidder.
What is it? Can you tell us about this article? It might come in handy.
Well, I'll be able to tell you in a minute, but it's written, thankfully, in the common equestrian language. But what I did with the tablet, I managed to actually flee with it into the Dustmane Ridge, where I've been hiding ever since. And he then starts to show you the ancient stone tablets, and he tells you what he's learned. The tablets are carved with decorative patterns and writing. Okay, so if you could do a mind check for me.
Mind, yep.
2.
1. I'm getting bad at this.
Okay, I think.
Don't take me to Las Vegas.
Yeah, that's not going to do it good. So you're not quite sure, but you feel that maybe it looks a little bit similar, but you're not really sure. The tablet reveals, however, the information about a lost city of ponies, which has been forgotten in equestrian history.
There used to be a city in the Badlands? How's nobody found that out?
Well, that's exactly what it was. It was lost.
How do you lose a city?
Well, it's a little bit like in another world, the lost city of Atlantis, they say about. It's the same type of thing in a way.
Ah.
And don't forget about Pompeii, the volcano.
Yes.
Ah, it sank beneath the ground. Could be buried somewhere out there.
Okay, so and the first tablet reads, in the time after the great wizard was lost, when disharmony's reign was cast across all lands, and not even the two sisters could save us, to silence and safety we retreated, and there we will sleep until awoken.
A riddle.
Professor Gallitrotter remarks the patterns and styles are very unfamiliar, so he's been curious about the bangles that shared some of these patterns. These tablets looks like it's possibly about 1,000 years old. After this passage,
1,000 years old, then that'd be before the times before Nightmare Moon then.
yeah, after that first passage, it continues on, but it is much more difficult to read as the stones become worn over time.
Maybe this section spoke of how the sea got lost.
Okay, so if you could make a mind test again for me.
Please be high this time. Please be high.
6.
6.
Okay, so that's good. So at first you look at it, and the only words you can read at first is Equestria is troubled, built a new home, deep below, sanctuary, safety, city, Umberfall.
Sanctuary below.
But as you read it more, then you start to gather that they actually say more as you brush your hoof across it a little bit, and then you start to understand it better. You do, and it actually says this. A long time ago, when the lands of Equestria were not as harmonious as they are now, a group of ponies built a city deep below. It was a sanctuary where they could live in safety. They named it Umberfall. An artifact called the Umber Orb was constructed, and spells were woven together to create a powerful enchantment of protection. This would turn the ponies of Umberfold into statuette form, and they would stay like this until it was safe to return to normal. Could this be the true source of the curse of the statuettes?
It's it's not a curse. It's like some kind of hibernation thing.
Yes.
Think about it. They go into statue form, and when the world is all disharmonious, and when the world is ready, they awaken to begin a new life. It's not an evil. It's not someone's evil scheme. It's an escape plan.
Well, even I've been trying to read this for a little while, and even I couldn't describe it. How did you find that out?
I would like to say luck again, but I'm getting the feeling this is what's up. This isn't luck. This is some coincidence.
And to think they're hibernating as statues. I mean, hibernation would be for like animals, not for ponies.
Yes, but normally I'll be able to discover these sort of things. Well, maybe it's because you've been here for so long that you're just so worn out. I can see that you're not looking your greatest.
And if you ask me, there's only one place we can look for more answers. Underfell.
Well, where is that?
Underground. We have to go underground.
But isn't that sort of dangerous? Well, it is a bit.
And I suppose rescuing a rook from a mountaintop or climbing up a ridge was safe. Trust me, nothing we've done in the last couple of days has been safe.
Yeah.
In fact, I risked my life to save that poor bird.
Exactly. So looking for an underground city is probably the safest thing we're going to do today.
Possibly. And you start to read the last part. In order to find Umberfall and possibly the source of the curse, you will need to face the trials of the Badlands and receive blessings from 3 guardians, and bring them back together with the tablet. These trials were set up by the ponies of Umberfold to test the resolve of any pony seeking Umberfold.
Okay, so we've got 3 trials to do. Okay, so where do we start looking?
Well, and Professor Gullytrossin then wipes the last bit of dust right down at the bottom.
Careful.
And on them is a short description of each trial. So I will read out the all 3. So the first one is the Wind Guardian, which is a proud shining protector of the snow-capped mountains. You must gain her respect.
That's near the Crystal Empire.
The second one is seek out for the Earth Guardian, which is grace and fearsome tunneler of the West. You need to face him with courage. Then the third one is the Fire Guardian. At the top of his southern spire, share in his joy.
So we've got fire, wind, and ice.
Well, where should we go first?
I'd say we should start with wind.
As soon as you talk about the wind trial, the baby rock chirps up, hearing of the trial of the wind.
He's probably excited for the flock because it sounds like we'll be doing a long flight.
Possibly. Like it is his nature, after all. Well, I guess you'll be starting off then. I'll have to stay here for a little while. After all, I'm definitely not fit to be going out and doing any of these trials.
Yeah, you stay here and keep those tablets safe. You have our words. We won't tell us so.
But if you do need help, then please ask for others. These trials are dangerous.
I think we're getting quite experts at dangerous by now.
Well, still, be careful. So, as we go to, so now the first one, you need to retrieve the blessing of the Wind Guardian. So you start to climb up higher into Dustmane Ridge. You're going to need the thing again.
Well, the grapple harness.
Yep, the pony grappling harness again. And Blair Blades hands it straight over to Angel Rush and goes, "Please, you should use it. I wouldn't be able to stand it if you was to have another accident like that again."
Okay, I'll take it.
I'm going to fly up to the top, see if there's any dangers you two could encounter.
Oh, okay, but be careful.
Careful's my middle name. Actually, it's Leslie, but
Seriously, you could have made a joke at any time, and you choose to do it now.
any time's a good time for a joke, if you ask me.
Fine. And so Gear Loose flies straight up. Blair Blaze makes sure that Angel Rush is secure onto the harness.
Okay, I think I'm secure enough.
Alright, but just please be careful.
Yes, I will.
Okay, I wonder how I'm going to get up there. Okay, so Blair Blades and Angel Rush are both going to do body tests. With the harness, you do also get a +2.
All right. 3.
3. Okay, so that's enough. So yeah, Gearloose flies up. Angel Brush is climbing with the harness. She seems to be perfectly fine. Blair Blades is finding it a little bit difficult, despite really trying hard to make sure she is staying as close to the cliff as much as she can as she's climbing up. They all manage to reach the top safely, which they step onto a great plateau.
Who else left this here?
Ahead of you is a large wooden structure, which is taller than most of the buildings in Ponyville and seems woven together.
Impressive. That should be on Grand Designs.
As you move closer, you realise it's built over hundreds of interlocking tree trunks, which the baby rock jerks up again and motions towards a passageway that leads through the outer wall of the tree trunk structure. And you all follow. The tree trunk structure towers over you as you approach, blocking out the sun as you follow the rock through a winding passageway. Stepping over, under and between the big tree trunks, you eventually make it out of the other side of the wall. You're in a wide bowl-shaped space with the wall curving around you in a complete circle.
Well, I'll have to say this thing filled up with ice cream.
Suddenly, you hear a thunderous sound, like a huge rush of air. The sound comes in beats. A dark shape looms out of the sky, casting a shadow across the mountainside. Bursting through the clouds is an unbelievably big bird. It's another rock. Only this one is at least 30 times the size of the other.
Why did I get the feeling this is Mummy?
Has a shining frill of gemstones atop his head, lets out a terrific bird call and lands in the bowl with you, causing it to shake beneath your feet. Reaching its
guys,
head
do you get the feeling
down,
this
it
isn't
screeches again, and you have to cover your ears from the volume.
Yeah. Guys, do you get the feeling this isn't a bowl, it's a nest?
So I will tell you now, this obviously cannot speak the pony language, but you can understand it. So you need to find a way, as it said, gain the Mother Rock's respect. She is, after all, a proud creature.
Yeah. Angel, you're good with animals, right?
Oh, okay.
It's all right. Just tell us how to approach this
Okay.
and not become birdseed.
Yeah, let's not talk about that right now. And the Mother Rock just gives out another screech, and you have to cover your ears again.
Could you lower the decibel a bit next time, maybe?
And she just looks at you, just like turns its head over a little bit, just like to go, "What are you trying to say?"
This is probably a good time to say we come in peace.
Well, make a
peaceful
mind
gesture.
test. No, mind test, please.
Mind.
3.
7. That could come in handy.
Yeah, that will come in handy. So you've come to understand a little bit, maybe, that she is definitely a proud creature, and generally, maybe bowing before it might gain its respect.
Oh, the old butt beak thing. Okay, so we'll bow before it.
You sure about that?
Yes, I mean, if we want to get its respect, we have to bow before her rock queeniness.
Oh, okay. You see, don't forget, I'm not an intelligent.
Just bow, Blair Blaze.
Fine. And all three start to bow before it. And the mother rock looks at you, all three of you. And, excuse me. And soon enough, she starts to actually starts to feel a little bit more appreciated of it.
Yeah, that's good. I think she acknowledges us. Oh, hang on. Yeah, Missy, can I call you Missy? It's just in case you want to know, we found this baby rock out and out in the Badlands with a damaged ring. We saved it. Just in case that helps. Prove our trust.
And the baby rock then flies up to the mother rock. They seem to be mother and daughter, possibly, or possibly mother and son. But you're not quite sure. It's one of the two. But it definitely seemed to be mother and parent and child.
Parent, that'll definitely help out.
And the baby rock flies up to the mother, and they both hug each other with their wings.
Aww.
I wish I had a camera.
And the mother rock seems to be satisfied that you've actually managed to save her baby rock, and also shown your respect to her. And she does, and she picks one of the gemstones from her rocky feathers on top of her head, and she holds out the feathered wing over to you, which from it. Which is a gleaming blue gemstone that glows with a magical aura.
Wow.
Thank you very much, lady. I hope you and your little sibling will get on just fine.
And like afterwards, the mother rock, when you take it, she gives you like a happy squawk rather than the loud squawks that she had been doing beforehand. And then the last thing is to make it back down. So
too bad. I'm going to miss Rocky.
So what do you wish to do next?
Right. There's the fire one, or there's the other one. What was the other one again?
The Earth Guardian.
Yeah. So earth or fire.
So we've done wind. We've got earth or... Yeah, I think we'll go for earth.
The earth one. Okay. That actually seems about right. Okay, so this trial is definitely different to the last one that you have done. So you need to so you walk in, you do into like a chamber.
And not the Chamber of Secrets before any of you ask.
No.
How many Harry Potter references am I going to make in one episode?
I don't know, but we're cutting them out.
No,
or are we? Go on, get on with the plot. We're going to be here all night.
Okay, so it seems like you walk to the end of the chamber. It's like a circle, as such, which it has a white gemstone sitting on a podium.
This one seems too easy.
What do you choose to do?
Well, don't approach it just yet. This, like I said, too easy.
Yeah, you take another step and you feel the ground shake.
I hope it's not the earth. I hope it's not the desert worm.
And from underneath the ground erupts a tazzleworm.
Tazzleworm.
Much worse than you had originally feared.
Yeah, let me put it this way. I'm now wishing it was a desert worm.
So like it seems like that the tazzleworm that you've just awoken is very, very angry. You've just woken up from its sleep.
Oh dear.
Bear Blades, please tell me you know anger management techniques.
No.
Stupid question. Look who I'm asking.
Seriously. We shouldn't even be here.
But we need to get the artifact to give it to the professor.
Well,
I guess so.
Well, I don't know very much about tazzleworms, but I'm hoping this one might understand English.
Well, I wish we could do something about it. What did that tablet say anyway?
I can't remember. I can't remember something about Earth, something.
Something about courage.
Show courage. Thank you, Angel.
Aha. Okay. So the tazzleworm starts to actually go towards you. It does. So I'm going to roll a d4 to see who it gets. That's a 4, so roll again. It's going to be attacking Blair Blades. So
good idea. You're the bravest.
Well, still. So, hello. Good catch. Okay, 6, and I need to do 10. 9. Oh, that's good. So the tazzleworm starts to aim towards Blair Blades, and Blair Blades, with some of her previous sword fighting skills, manages to actually dodge out of the way and then hit the tazzleworm directly into its head.
That's gotta hurt.
And the tazzleworm is definitely not impressed.
I think it just made it angry.
You think so?
Well, I think I show courage. How else do you show something courage?
I wonder. And before you end up being able to do so, the tazzleworm then actually just digs itself back underground. But you still feel the earth shaking underneath you.
Feel the earth, of course. That's why it attacked us. We stepped out. Tazzleworms could probably sense us walking on the earth. Alright, so best way to probably get the artifact then is for somebody who doesn't need to step on the earth.
Maybe Pegasus?
Hey, what are you both looking at me for?
And suddenly again, the tazzleworm, you see erupts from the ground again, and it just like screeches at you, and with all of its different tongues. From the end of one of them tongues is that white gemstone.
Oh. Mate. 2 words. Tic tac. Oh.
Did you see what he had in his mouth?
Did you see what was coming out of his mouth?
Yes, but that was that white gemstone that we need. Don't tell me we're going to have to go in there.
Something I wish I did have. Only have to fly across that ground.
Why are you doing it, Gearloose? Why don't you go inside the worm's mouth?
Because I'm not. Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Insane. Do you have to be bone bonkers to do something like that?
No, you are blunt.
Blunt, not bonkers.
Guys, I'll do it.
Thank you.
Hugs Blair Blades.
Yeah. I know this is a very daring task, but somebody's got to do it.
Okay. Take this rope. That's it. As soon as you get it, tug twice and I'll pull you out.
Well, I'll try my best anyway. But how are we going to be able to actually lure the tazzleworm out again?
I'm going to hate to say this because Angel's the only one of us left for our job, but we need bait.
Bait?
Now, on second thoughts, no. Stupid idea. I'm not going to put Angel through it.
No, definitely not a good idea.
Unless it was an Angel.
Let me think. What if we was to set up a trap for it?
Could work, but what kind of trap? Gonna need something pretty big for something like that.
What about the grappling hook? We still have that, right?
Yeah, Angel has it.
Oh, yes. Here.
Right, pass it here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to lure that thing out, and he's going to grab it, and his mouth is going to get stuck. As soon as I get that, Angel Rush, I need you to lift me inside.
Alright.
And then, Gearlish, you need to make sure that you're keeping the rope tight. As soon as I give you that pause, pull me immediately.
Damn.
I don't know if it will work. So both of you better stand back.
Alright.
Alright, let's just get this over with.
Okay, so Blaze starts to try and put down the trap. As she's in the middle of putting the trap down, she ends up making a little bit of noise by an accident. Because it was the Tazzleworm then erupts from the below the earth again, and just screeches at Blades. She just looks up at it and just goes, "I'm not ready yet."
I don't think it's going to let you have any more time.
And Blades just about managed to jump back out of the way as the Tazzleworm manages to actually try and go down onto it. Thankfully, the trap has actually been managed to actually be lodged. So its mouth is jammed open, so it cannot get it closed.
You better work quick, can't you? It'll get yourself out in a minute.
Yeah, Angel Brush, quick, lift me in there.
Okay.
And hold your breath.
And also, if you could do, I believe it's mind and your telekinesis as well.
Alright, so telekinesis would be this one.
Telekinesis D6.
Yes, it's this one.
Yeah.
3.
Okay.
6.
Okay, that's good then. So, you use your magic on Blades, and Blades gets lifted inside of the Tazzleworm's mouth. That's as the Tazzleworm starts to feel Blades going inside its mouth, it starts to choke. It does a little bit, and you can hear Blades shouting inside "Ew, this is disgusting."
I'm sorry, I'm very sorry.
It's not your fault.
It's so dark in here.
What do you want, a torch?
Oh, what is that on me?
Let me put it this way. You're in a mouth, so there's bound to be a little something begin with T.
Ew! Quick, get me out!
Have you got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so get me out, quick!
Alright, hold on tight. Pull!
And Blade just suddenly, just literally gets pulled straight out. And it's not an easy pull,
No.
to me, to you sort of thing. It's more like she gets yanked out.
Yeah,
She does. And she gets hit with a really hard thud.
And she's all covered in slobber.
Yeah.
Most probably crashes into Gear Loose in the process.
Yeah. And they're both going to lose a stamina in the process.
I shouldn't have said that.
There's another pencil. You both.
Right, so I'm now 9.
Angel Brush giggles.
Yeah.
I'm now 9.
Ew. Seriously, that thing's disgusting. Wait, where's the gemstone? Where's the gemstone?
Yeah.
Ah, thank goodness. Let's go.
Thanks. Can we have a bath later as well?
And so you managed to actually. So the Tazzleworm breaks the pony grappling harness apart.
Ooh, we could have done with that.
Well, we've just done that trial of wind. I don't think we probably will need it anymore, will we? Well, come on, we can't debate that now. And all three of you start to run out straight outside. and managed to escape. So the
Thank God for that.
so the
I never
last
want to
one-
see another snake again.
Oh God! Seriously, that is so disgusting.
Let's hope that the last one, Trial by Fire, is a lot better. At the very least, it sounds like we're going to be able to dry off.
Yeah. So the last thing now is the Fire Guardian. As you start to go up, however, excuse me, Blaze starts to feel a bit weak. She does. She seems to have gotten something really bad.
I'm not surprised being inside that creature's mouth. He probably caught
Both of you
something.
make a mind check for me.
Mind. Yep.
1.
8. So I'll probably.
Yeah.
So.
You definitely know what this is. As
No,
it must have been as Blaze was inside, like as she came out, it might have been that the Tazzleworm had sneezed as well, and that is the reason why that Blaze has become ill, and she's now been infected with something called Tazzle flu.
Oof. Tazzleflu. That doesn't sound good. Let's see. Where's my big book?
Seriously, that thing I do not want to be in again. Phew!
Ray, watch it. Tazzle fever is actually quite contagious.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe you should have gone inside that thing.
No, you would never get me inside a snake.
Well, of course not.
Oh, come on, let's get to the dragon thing.
Okay, so
Yeah, Tazzle fever is much like the common cold. You just need to get warm. You just need to get warm up.
well, it's not necessarily that I'm cold. I just feel so fluey.
That's why it's called the flu.
Well, duh.
Come on, the fire guardian can't be far away now.
Okay, so bear with me just one minute. Did I go a bit too far? Yeah, I think I did.
Ladies and gentlemen, our colleague here cannot operate a book.
Oh, be quiet. There's loads of pages here. I'm trying to flicker back and forth, back and forth. Okay, that's the one. Okay. That was a bit too far. Right, I'm at the right page now.
It better be.
Right, that is actually going to be an outtake. Right, okay, so you start to walk very far south of the Badlands, and enough as south as you can go in the Badlands. You spot a tall, narrow rock spire that fits the description of what you have been told about. As a smoke spilling from the top, occasionally deep rumbling bellows can be heard once you are close enough. And
So it's either a volcano or there's something living inside that thing.
Yeah, seems like something's around. The way to the top of the spire is a very narrow spiral staircase that leads around the outside, climbing higher and higher as it goes. As you all ascend, the spiraling staircase seems to get narrower, and the height becomes dizzying. If everybody could make a mind test.
Does one of us have a slight fear of heights? Because
2.
1.
Okay, so does anybody has a fear of heights?
I'm okay.
No.
Okay, so everybody is going to be losing 2 stamina, apart from Gerlus. He's going to lose 4.
4?
Mm.
Thank you very much. So
Yeah, because you
so
rolled a
9
1,
9
you?
minus 4. That's 5.
You rolled a 1, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
So I'm on 5.
What are you?
What are you
I used to
both
be-
on now?
Hold on.
I'm 5.
Okay.
I'm on 5.
Okay, so we're all at 5. Okay, with the cold, Blazes are going to lose an additional 2 as well, actually. I think it's only fair. She is ill after all.
That's 4 for you.
Okay,
That's
so
4 for you.
So as you get closer to the top, the bellows become louder, and it starts to shake the spire. But it doesn't sound like quite a fearsome roar. More like a deep, hearty laugh.
Oh, good. It'd be nice to have a creature that doesn't try to attack us for once.
As you get inside, in between the stony walls, you start to hear what sounds like talking and laughing, seemingly to itself. And you look inside and you see this.
Oh, what is that?
So
I'm guessing a dragon.
That is Scalio, a blue dragon.
Well, I got the dragon bit right.
Yeah. So the spire is an open top like a volcano. Thankfully, there is no lava. Yes. Finally reaching the top of the long spiral staircase, you enter a surprisingly lushly decorated chamber. Sunlight streams in through the open ceiling, and along the walls are many lovely tapestries, ornaments, and paintings. On the far side of the chamber is a pile of treasure, coins, chalices, treasure chests, and gems of all shapes and colours. Sitting on top of the treasure is the huge dragon with bright blue scales. This dragon is rather rotund. It's got a big round body in between a neck and tail, as thick as tree trunks. It seems to be mumbling to itself, occasionally giving out a roar of laughter which sends a plume of smoke out the top of the chamber. When it notices you, its eyes grow wide and a big booming voice. It says, "Well, hello there. I didn't see you come in. My name's Scalio. It's been ages since I've had a visitor. Come and stay for a while and listen. Now, what do you call a pony with a sore throat? A little horse."
Finally, my kind of person.
The dragon bursts into a deep rumbling laughter. After a few moments, he stops and says, "Now, since you come all this way, I'll give you a challenge. If you can make me laugh, I'll give you a special reward. Jokes are just my favourite thing in Equestria."
Finally, my kind of challenge.
So, come up with jokes to make the dragon laugh.
Go ahead, Gearloose.
All right, let me just think of a very good one. Do you have a specific category in mind for a joke?
Not really, as long as it makes me laugh.
Okay, any joke? I'll take it. That means any joke at all. Okay. Have you heard the one about the celebrity who did a show for an audience of cannibals?
No.
He went down really well.
Ah. Okay.
Went down really well.
I've heard better.
What do you mean about? What do you mean? All right. How about this one? Doctor, I feel like an apple. We've got to get to the core of that one.
It sounds more like a pun than a joke.
That's what jokes are. They're puns.
Well, not my cup of tea. Okay, so
Tough crowd.
So if both of you could make a charm test.
4.
7.
7. Okay.
My jokes are livening up.
Okay, so you try and tell another one for me.
Okay. Did you hear? Have you heard the one about the robber who fell into a cement mixer and still got away?
No.
Police are now on the lookout for a hardened criminal.
Ah! Now that one I haven't heard of. That's actually funny.
I'm not surprised. It's a fourth wall joke. We don't have cement mixers in Equestria.
Well, yes, definitely. I could definitely laugh to that one.
Oh, but then you'll probably laugh to this one. I tried to get a job at printers once, but they said I wasn't the right type.
Ah! Oh, that one's fantastic. Where'd you learn that?
It's a gift.
Ah, see. Well, here's another. And he throws an orange gemstone towards Gearloose.
Much obliged.
Yeah, I don't have any use for it anyway.
Right, we'll be off. Oh, but before we go, how about one last joke? One last parting gift.
Go on then.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, 2 Ariels meet on a roof, fall in love, get married. The ceremony was rubbish, but reception was brilliant.
Ah, that is brilliant. I could laugh at that. And you know what I'm like. And you all start to leave. You start to walk back down the staircase. And now you are
charming dragon.
And now the three of you are now ready to go to Umberfall. You each have a gemstone in hoof, which is the blessing from each of the guardians, which you also have the tablet with you, I hope, as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so.
And you return to Professor Gullytross's hideout in Dustmane Ridge. It's a little bit more difficult to get to, so if anybody can make a body check for me.
Yeah.
3.
3.
Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, so it's a little bit difficult getting back down again. It is without the harness, and like Angel Brush and Gear Loose both slip a little bit. If you could make another body test for me, both of you.
3.
1. That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good. So the both of you are going to be losing a stamina anyway. And as well as that, Gear Loose actually injures his leg a little bit.
Yeah. Ow.
He does as well.
I knew I should have flown down.
Yes, I don't understand why you didn't fly down anyway.
Am I 4?
Yeah, you should be.
Right.
Okay, so
We might have to think about taking a rest for a minute.
you alright?
Yeah. Yeah. It's probably just a light brain.
Well, you do seem to be limping.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll say it's getting a bit late. Do you want to go and see the good professor in the morning?
No, we need to get there now. It's much too what's the word?
Urgent?
No.
Vital?
It's much too dangerous out here right now.
You have to use the D word. Why do you have to go and use the D word?
I tried using a different word other than that. Dear Luce.
All
Can't
right,
think of another.
How about we get to the case then and see the doctor? We can have a rest then.
He'll be there anyway. You know, we might as well try and get along as fast as we can.
All right, I'll try and keep up.
Okay, so you get back to the campsite of Professor Gullytrotter. He's very happy to see you all, and he presents you with another ancient stone tablet, as well as some food he's cooked as well. So every pony is going to be gaining 4 stamina.
When go for that? 4, so you have 5. No, you won 4, weren't you? So you'll break on 8.
Yeah.
8.
Yeah, I'll be on 8 as well. Yeah.
Okay, so when all 3 gems, so now let me look this bit. Okay, so now you have all 3 gemstones alongside with this tablet. From the stone surface, a golden staff is formed, and it rises into the air in front of every pony.
Whoa.
The guardian gemstones are fixed around the head of the staff, and it acts like a dowsing rod, which guides whoever holds it towards the hidden door of Umberfall. Which I would probably suggest Angel Rush should take it.
Okay.
Only because she's a unicorn. Don't do anything dangerous, please.
I won't, I promise.
Okay, so at the top of the staff, it glows and points in the direction towards where the door is. Which then you see more writing revealed on the tablet, which reveals more information about the staff, the door, and the city of Umberfall. The staff of Umberfall is presented to you who have faced the trials of the Badlands. It will guide you if you allow it to the great stone door of Umberfall itself. This door is a magical seal keeping the enchantment from spreading. The staff will act as a key, but only through the power of true harmony can the door be opened and the enchantment be lifted.
Okay, so what's the catch?
So the staff then starts to begin to glow, and he gently points down the mountain. Just as you are about to follow this new direction, you turn to leave the shelter, and you hear a voice call out to you. Thank you so much for doing all the hard work, my friends.
Oh no, the old villain been behind us all this time.
Stepping out in front of you, Dr. Galabaleron smiles gleefully. His 3 henchponies stand around him, blocking your path. But I'm afraid what a briefly is yours is now mine. Hand over the treasure, and we can all go home. Me significantly richer, of course. And he laughs.
This might not be a good time to mention, but there is a curse down there.
Well, all I care for is the staff. So hand it to me, and nobody gets hurt.
No,
What is that?
we will not hand over the staff to you.
Do you want to get to Angel? You've got to go through me, Mister.
And me. And me. And Professor Gullytrosser, Blair Blades, and Gearloose all stand in front of Angel Brush. And Dr. Caballero now gets really angry. Yeah. And he just shouts to the henchman, "Go and catch that feeble pony." And
I really wish we had that bird right now.
okay. Let me have a look. Okay. So what I'm going to do, so Gearloose, if you could make a body check.
Body check, I'm hoping for high. 1!
Well, okay, so the
This is gonna
first one, like he catches you a little bit off guard as you're looking at another one of the others, and he catches you and puts you down onto the ground.
Ooh, not so hard.
Especially when your leg is still a bit bruised and battered from earlier on. Then another one of them is going to go for Bear Blades. Okay, and that one. So it's fairly even. So with Blair Blades and the second one of the henchmen is like roiled in combat. None of them really given too much more of an inch, but it looks like the Blair Blades is very slightly losing out on it. The final one, Professor Gullytrotter, is going to be targeting the last of them. There's that. And Professor Gullytrotter and the a third henchman is pretty much the same. Dr. Caballero then starts to see a clear path towards Angel Rush. However, before he can get his hands on the gemstone, there's a blinding flash of electric blue light in the middle of the group, which several spells are fired up in quick succession with a crackling sound. And as you look, you see it's the same pony that you had found the previous night.
Oh, good old Mr. Quiet.
And next of all, she actually removes her hood.
Oh.
So, that is her. This is the same pony that had attacked you the previous night. Okay. So, pretty much from there, she senses the magic of the Staff of Us from her body, and she bursts onto the scene. She transformed Camberlawn's henchman and Professor Gullytrotter all into statuettes herself, using her own magic. Which chaos ensues between the three of you, and you only have a very short time to react.
Well, thanks for the help, Missy.
Don't you realise the professor's been turned into a statue as well?
That's a good point. That one over there, he's a good guy. I know. Okay, you've shown your hood. You can now talk to me.
And before you start being able to talk to her, she's grabbing all the statuettes of the henchman and the professor with her telekinesis, and she starts to run out.
Hey, come back here. You've already taken 6 of our friends. You can't take a 7th.
And before you're able to catch her, she teleports herself away from the area.
Yeah, I'm really teleporting is really starting to get on my nose.
Nerves?
Nose.
However, you do see that the staff is pointing towards where Moonbeam was running previously before she teleported, and it's possible that she's gone that very same direction time before.
It's the only logical explanation. That's where she's gone.
But we've also got the issue of Dr. Caballero sort of thing as well. So it is your so you all decide first of all. Let me have a look. Okay.
Well, the suspense is killing me.
Okay. So Dr. Caballero has run away. He has, and you don't really intend to actually catch him.
No, that's not
It
bother
seems
going
like,
after him.
he's not got the staff. He's run away in a panic. He's gone away. As a scared pony.
Yeah, those kind of ponies are always the same. Look out for number one.
But you have got more important things to watch out for.
Yeah, come on, let's get after that pony.
Okay, so this pony. So halfway down, going through. Wait a minute, I need to go back a minute.
Next time I'm the game master.
It's all back and forth. That's the reason why. Okay, so as you tread through the Badlands again, you feel a massive heat wave. You do. So if everybody can make a body test.
Somebody turn up the heat. 3.
Okay, so how much stamina you both got?
That's 4. Oh, stamina.
Oh wait, I did mind. Oh no, wait, I did mind one. Shoot.
You want body?
Oh, sorry, I did the wrong one. 2.
Okay.
Right, so stamina. Angel's got 8. I've got 8.
Mm-hmm. Okay, right. I just want to double check. So both of you are going to lose 3. As the heat becomes a little bit more unbearable. It does. You've been in this heat for a while now. You just
sorry, you haven't
really
done
do need to.
Right, so you're
off.
5 now.
Yeah.
Sorry, I took it too soon. Right. So we're both down to 5. About half our staminas. Record. Right, go.
Right. So with Moonbeam, who's the pony you're trying to chase, she leads you in the directions of the same staff, and you all go down Dustman Ridge and to a hidden entrance of a cave system, which within the caves there is a secret door. And it's also been where Moonbeam has been hiding ever since she was first drawn to the powerful magic. It's very expansive and it's like a maze. The further you go in.
Oh, just like a labyrinth.
Moonbeam knows this cave a lot better than what you do. And she manages to actually get away from you and out of sight. You still hear the footsteps echoing as you walk, as you try to run through the cave. If you could all make a mind test.
1.
7.
Okay, so Gearloose being Exact's leader, trying to get through, trying to listen out for the hoof steps of the echoes going through the caves to make the correct path. And you manage to actually get through it without too much difficulty. As you get through the cave, you start hearing Moonbeam shouting out something. And you first of all you hear her just shout out towards you. You won't take my friends away from me.
Your friends?
Look, you don't understand.
Hey, you got that right, lady.
But I found this place. This magic is mine to control.
I think you find we did the hard work.
And she starts to explain that she's lonely and scared. She does.
Kind of like Starlight Glimmer in a way.
Lonely and scared of what?
Eventually, you arrive in the deepest part of the cave. As you descend, you begin to see more and stranger items, artifacts, and trinkets lying around the cave floor. Many of the items that you find have writings and patterns in the same style as those in the bangle, tablet, and staff. This might indicate. Um, okay. So if you could all make another mind test for me.
Yeah.
3.
3.
Okay, so I do that. Oh, okay. Okay, so Blair Blaze looks at it and realise they may have all come from the same place, and you're possibly getting close.
One of all these artifacts came from Underfell.
Let's see. This is definitely from the Badlands, and like each of the different artifacts detail how the trials were actually set up. And how the enchanted staff was cast to protect the city, and how the doors act as a seal to prevent the enchantment from spreading. At last, you all arrive in a wide tall chamber with no natural exits, but Moonbeam is nowhere to be found. Set into the far rock wall is a great circular stone door, which is in fact the door to Umberfold. The door also has markings that match the other ancient items that you have found, and it glows with magic energy as air hums with low vibrations coming from the door. The chamber slopes down from where you are, standing in a series of wide carved stone steps leading up to the door. In the centre of the door is a circular slot surrounded by patterns in the stone. On either side of the door stands large statues of ponies, one on each side. And these statues are roughly 1.5 times the size of a real pony, which combined with their stone faces make them look quite imposing.
I'm getting very fed up with statues today.
So what do you wish to do? You can choose to inspect them if you wish to do so. You will be required to do a mind test for it.
I think we should inspect them.
Alright, but knowing our luck today, they're going to come alive. Right, so mind test. 6.
6.
Okay, so the both of you hand to have a closer look at them, and you realise, specifically Angel Brush, that these statues are actually pony golems, which are mechanical constructs which can be animated by magic.
I told you it was going to come alive.
These can be activated using magic.
Yeah, don't, please. Last thing we need is a couple of golems coming at us. Unless they're designed to get the door open.
I don't think so. I think these are actually supposed to be guards.
Well, then don't do anything stupid.
So you walk through the sealed door, and you look around. You start seeing different things. Like you see dolls, you see old photos of a much younger Moonbeam, and also a diary.
Cool. This must be her place.
Dolls? Oh, these look so adorable.
As you look at Moonbeam, you can see she's just all on her own. There's multiple photos just her on her own, no pony else around with her. It's possible.
Look at all these photos, guys. She's the only one in them.
You start to finally realise that maybe she has never actually had any real pony friends. And she was always overlooked. You look through the diary, you do as well, and you start to notice that yes, the photos are exactly the same as in the diary. That she indeed did not have any friends.
Cool, she's lonely.
No wonder. I mean, just look at these dolls.
which,
Dolls.
as well as in her diary, she expressed about how good she was at magic as well, how talented she was, how much she enjoyed it. And when she tried to describe to others about it, they always zoned her out, never included her in anything.
How awful. Why would some ponies do that? I mean,
Maybe they feared the level of her magic. Maybe she was so powerful it scared the other ponies.
oh, yeah, I feel so sorry for me being a unicorn myself.
And amongst others as well, you also find a makeshift playset. That's houses, castles, streets, an animation of toys.
I hope this isn't Underfell. Oh, come all this way for a toy village.
Don't be horrid.
Inspecting the construct, you also look around and you notice it's also filled with neatly arranged pony statuettes. All of the ponies that have gone missing are all here.
Yeah.
Look, the statues.
Hang on, this one looks familiar.
They all include Professor Gullytrotter, the Wagon Pony, and also the main six.
Princess Twilight.
They're all arranged like toys in a playset.
I think this one's Applejack.
Fluttershy, Rainbow Dash, Rarity, and Pinkie Pie.
So they were all here all along.
And look, isn't Spike so cute?
How can Spike be there? He's back at the
Spike
cottage.
is not around.
Oh, I'm
That's
sorry.
probably just another dragon.
Yes.
Oh, maybe he looks like Spike. Never mind.
So I think we've got all that one.
Look, I do not feel comfortable being here. We need to get all these statuettes, try and put them back all to normal and get out of here.
Hello, Earth to Birdblades. We don't know how to refer to the effects yet.
Well, can we at least get out of here?
All right, where's me? Yeah, I've got a spare bag in my toolbox. We'll put all these statuettes in here.
The door then starts to like as you go to try and actually excuse me, as you actually try and to find the way out, you start to look at the door again. You do, and you find that it's not appearing to actually open up and allow you to go any further, going into deeper into Umberfold. And it's definitely not a good idea to venture out any further either. You're definitely going to need to actually try and find a way to try and get the door back open. As you inspect the door, you see that something seems to be a bit off. There are fractures in the stone that runs across the surface, which is pulsing with great magical energy like a glass window that's about to shatter. You might be able to piece together from Moonbeam's notes or the writings that may have been investigated earlier, which from the notes that you have gathered, the enchantment turns ponies into statuettes. It was originally cast by the ponies of Umberfold to protect them over 1,000 years ago from the chaotic reign of discord, allowing them to transform back unharmed when Equestria was safe again.
But Equestria is safe again.
And it seems like that Moonbeam has now found the door, and by tampering with it and tapping into its magic, she has cracked the seal, causing the enchantment to begin spreading.
That doesn't sound good.
It seems like that this door is very important.
I say we've got to reseal it.
Do a mind check.
Mind. Yep.
4.
1.
Okay. 3. Okay, so I'm going to put in a friendship token. We can forget to use that. Does anybody else want to do that?
Put in a friendship token.
Yeah.
At this point, I think I better, yeah.
Okay, so all three come together trying to figure out
Oh, yeah, me too.
what might be the cause.
Okay.
And thank you. and you realise that this is the true source of the curse of the statuettes. It wasn't truly a curse originally, and it was a choice.
Yeah, like I said earlier, it's an escape plan.
Okay. So now remember from previously that the door was a magic seal. From one of the tablets, it said the door is a magic seal, keeping the enchantment from spreading. The staff will act as a key, but only through the power of true harmony can the door be opened and the enchantment be lifted.
Right. So, and we've got to seal this door. Otherwise, this curse is just going to spread throughout Equestria, turning everybody into statues.
How do you think we're going to be able to get that open?
Well, first of all, we need the stuff.
Right. Okay.
Which means we've got to find that pony.
So you step up towards the door. You do with the staff in hoof.
Well, okay.
As well as the tablets as well. And you remember, so yeah, you put that one. So as you insert the staff into the door, it reacts, which pulsates with renewed magical energy, but it still won't open.
Okay, so it said. Okay, so the tablet said we need the staff and true harmony.
Okay, and the door's hum with a magical energy. Its glowing light illuminates the two big pony statues standing to either side and spills out into the rest of the chamber. On the steps is Moonbeam's makeshift playset, containing the tiny statuettes of all the missing ponies. In the centre of it sit the Tyrannosaurus transformations of Twilight Sparkle and her friends. Suddenly, you hear a voice from behind you. Not another step! Your pony's been meddling with me since you arrived. Now, well, you won't take my friends from me. It's Moonbeam, and she gestures towards the playset. Since no pony has ever chosen to be my friend, I have to make my own friends. You can't take them away! Moonbeam looks visibly shaken, and the magic that spills from the door seems to be having an effect on her. She is glowing and crackling with energy, and her eyes shine with the same power. The chamber begins to shake from the intense magical energy, and rocks between to fall from the ceiling. How about you join in too? Here are some toys to play with. As she finishes her sentence, two beams of light come from a horn and hit the two large pony statues in front of the door. The statues begin to slowly move, step down from their pedestals, and comes towards you.
So it's all like spare underpants time, really.
Okay, so these pony golems that you realise who they were earlier begins to attack you under Moonbeam's orders.
Okay, so she's Wait, she's connected to the chamber. I think we've got to calm her down.
How do you expect to do that? She's got two pony golems coming at us.
Yeah, well, two versus three. I like those odds.
Well, we've got to go and do something, but we can't all just try and talk to her. Then pony golems will flatten us.
Yeah, can you two distract those? You two distract the golems. I'll talk to her.
Right. Okay, so as Angel Rush and Blair Blades start to go towards the pony golems, the pony golems under Moonbeam's magical commands start to attack them both. So if we can do the attack on Angel Rush first, body check. Okay, and what are you guessing?
4.
4.
Good.
Okay, so the pony golem manages to rush you away, and you get lifted into the air, and you come slamming back down onto the ground. How much stamina have you got at the moment?
5.
5. Okay, you're gonna take 3.
2.
And as you come back down, you hurt yourself pretty badly.
Ow.
You have, as you come down with a bit of a forceful landing. And Blair Blaze is going to attack the other pony golem. Okay, that's not good. Yeah. Okay, so the pony golems also hit Blair Blades, and she's going to take 5. Yes, as that was a critical. That was as well. I meant to write 2. And Blair Blades gets injured as well as she comes back down. And they're both definitely looking at each other like, like as if, excuse me, as if maybe all hope is lost. What do you do, Gearloose? You're going to be talking to Moonbeam.
Yeah, I'm going to use my greatest weapon. The power of words. Moonbeam, wait. You don't have to do this.
What do you mean? I'm trying to gain friendship, and all you 3 seem to do is trying to take it away from me.
What? But that's exactly why we're here. Friendship. Those are our friends as well.
But they're not my friends.
But they can be your friends.
Why would anybody want to be my friend anyway?
Who wouldn't want to be your friend? You're so powerful.
But that's what's part of who I am, and nobody likes me for it.
Then you simply been trying to make friends with the one ponies. Listen, I'm not that good at making friends either.
Why do you care?
Because I was down the same path as you. Before Angel Brush and Bear Blades here, I had no friends either.
Okay, so if you could make a charm check, saying that.
Charm check. Please be high for once. Please be high. 5.
Okay, so yeah, that should be enough. So, so obviously, as you're saying that, Moonbeam is stuck and trying to keep on going with the pony games for the moment. If you, let me see, that's a 4. Okay, so that's fine. So, you have a rock. Some rocks fall from the ceiling towards you, Gearloose, and you manage to just about roll out of the way. You do, but as another one starts to fall down, it basically then gets onto that injured leg of yours again.
Ow. Ouch.
And Moonbeam starts to just watch you and just sees how much pain that you are in.
Okay, Moonbeam. I'll make you a choice. Let my friends go, and you can turn me into a statuette. Just let them go. Especially Angel.
But why would you do that?
Because that's what friends do. Look out for each other.
Okay, so the pony golems are going to attack the other 2 again. So, Angel, you need to roll your body.
2.
Okay, right. You're going to lose the rest of your stamina with that.
Oh no. You 2 are really in trouble.
Yeah. No, that's not. Okay, and the pony going towards Blair Blades. She manages to knock down. She does. We can do something. If I put in a gem, friendship token, we make another 2. I have something I can do. So, does anybody else want to do that?
Oh,
It sounds like desperate times call for desperate measures.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm down to my last one.
Okay, so I'm going to roll for my sword fighting talent. That's another 2. And with that, I managed to knock out the first of the 2 pony golems. As that happens, I hear another crash from behind, and Blair Blades then sees Angel Brush fall to the ground as well, and she calls out to Angel Brush, going, "You all right?
no,
What's happened?"
I can't move.
And she calls out to Gearloose, goes, "Gearloose, I could use some help over here."
Please, Moonbeam, please let him go. You've got me. Just let him go.
And the final pony going for the moment starts going towards Blair Blades. Hopefully this is another one. And, okay, so and the sword. And with the last strike Blair Blade, she gets like a lot of courage from herself as well. So yeah, she builds up as much courage as she can, not wanting Angel Brush to get any further hurt than what she already is. And as the pony goes about to strike, Blair Blaze gets the sword that she's been carrying and starts to swipe the golem from different sides until it actually then collapses. Once the second golem collapses, Moonbeam sees that she is now clearly outmatched. And you all manage, and continuing on, Gearloose manages to actually talk to her and using the magic of friendship to reform her.
Okay, Moonbeam. This has gone far enough. Just take me. Go on. Do it. I won't fight you. Just let me two friends go.
And then she does, and what she does next, she begins to use her magic to begins to reverse the curse. She does not, instead of actually turning Gearloose into a statuette himself, she begins to actually reverse the effect by returning all of the statuettes that she had captured to their original selves, as light begins to flow through Umberfall, and the seal on the magic door begins to return to normal. First of all, the main six will return to normal, and all the other statuettes will return to their pony selves as well. Which then, you've all finally now solved the curse of the statuettes. All the other ponies are all very thankful for what you have done, although they are quite confused about what has happened. So you see the main six are all on the floor, shaking their heads, quite dizzy. They are. Obviously, Angel Brush is still knocked out. She's from what had happened from the fight. So I guess Gearloose will be going towards Twilight and making sure they're okay.
No, wrong. Gearloose is going towards Angel Brush, seeing she's okay.
Okay. And Twilight then begins to see what has happened, and she looks over, and she sees Gearloose and Blair Blades looking down at what looks like another pony. And she looks down and then sees Angel Brush. She's like, "What happened?
Can you use your healing magic on that, please?"
Well, healing power? What are you doing here? I thought I asked you to go to the pets.
Long story short, heard you're in trouble, came to help you, and now we need your help. Please, just help her.
She looks pretty. Whoa. And Moonbeam starts to walk towards them, and she's very, very worried for her. I am so sorry for what happened. And Blair Blade's obviously being very, very angry, and she's like, "You better put this right." And Moonbeam and says, "Yes, I understand." And then she looks to the other and goes, "Give me a bit of space."
I'm staying right next to her.
No, I need the space. Can you please just give me a moment?
Okay, Moonbeam, I trust you.
And she starts to put a horn right next to Angel Brush's horn, and it's like a little bit of like an electric bolt starts to go in between them, the two of them. And gradually, Angel Brush starts to regain consciousness. So her stamina is only going to go back up to 1. she does eventually manage to wake back up. Angel!
Angel, you're awake.
Goodness, I thought we lost you.
Everyone's back to normal.
Yeah, we did it. We
Oh.
saved Equestria.
Oh, thanks to you. You sure all right? Need a hand?
Yes, please.
And Blade starts to pull Angel back up. She's extremely wobbly on her feet. On her hooves, sorry.
I can imagine like Fluttershy like fluttering over to Angel. She's like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Oh goodness.
Yeah. And Fluttershy is definitely very, very worried. And
Let's go back to my cottage and heal you up. You look very weak. Oh, and then Verity runs. Oh, darling, your hair, your knee.
yeah.
I think that's the least of her problems at the moment.
You be quiet.
Back to normal.
Yeah, pretty much. And Moonbeam starts to walk away from every pony else. She starts to cry to herself. She definitely feels very terrible for all the trouble that she's caused, and she's very scared for all the trouble that is about making friends and being accepted.
Hey, wait, where are you going?
Back anywhere, I guess. You guys don't need me anymore, anyway.
No.
Angel's right. I've only just made this new friend of mine. I want to know more about her.
Huh? But why would you want to get to know me?
Well, I did promise to be your friend in exchange for my friend's life.
I guess she did say that. And she wipes a few tears from both of her eyes.
Well, Moonbeam, I'm Gearloose, and I would like to be your new friend.
Me too. And
I'm sure there's a lot more ponies in this cave that would like to do exactly the same thing.
Definitely. I guess the magic of friendship can even spread out even as far as the Badlands.
Especially a rainbow-coloured Pegasus who flies down towards Blair Blades.
Yeah. Well, I definitely say that was pretty awesome.
Yes, it was.
Girl, I can tell what that one is.
Yeah, you're gonna have so many new friends now. You'll probably have to move to Ponyfield.
Move? Isn't that a bit too much for me?
Well, I don't know. Ponyfield seems to be the place to go if you want friendship.
Excuse me. So afterwards, she begins to tell you a little bit more about Umberfall.
So what is Umberfall exactly? Is it just that toy? Is it just that toy model village?
Not exactly. I guess I should probably explain when we get back.
Okay, come on, everyone. We should be in time for the 15:30 train.
Hey, wait a minute. And Blair Blades starts to notice something that Moonbeam is actually wearing on her neck. And the magic seal of the door begins to open. And you can see down there it's very, very dark. And first of all, Moonbeam starts to walk towards it, and she says to you, "Perhaps I could show you what this thing can do." And as she starts to walk through, the necklace that she's got on her neck, it actually starts to illuminate. And what was previously going down even deeper into Umberfall begins to light up very brightly. But all you see is a staircase that leads down.
That's what I call a nightlight.
Yeah. Yeah, Luce, I have something here for you. And she takes off a bangle that is actually on her neck, and she actually passes it over to you. Take this as a thank you gift.
But thank you. I don't think I will wear it. I don't think it matches the colour of my eyes. but I will treasure it.
Well, I suggest using it if you're ever going to be venturing even further into Umberfall.
Oh, you mean it's not a friendship gift?
Well, it's a friendship gift, but I guess you'll be needing it more than I do.
Okay. Oh, I'll put it on just this once.
And the door and also going down to it continues to glow. And you now know that you're now able to step further into Umberfall. So that pretty much brings us to the end of chapter 2. Those are the Curse of the Statuettes. There was probably going to be another few weeks or so, possibly longer than that, before we come to chapter 3. So that has been chapter 2, The Curse of the Statuettes. My name's Aceikith-Alain, part of Final Level, and we'll see you all next time.
Yeah, and it has been a pretty exciting adventure, this one, so far.
I wonder what will happen next. Find out next time.
Yeah, and this time I'm hoping there'll be a little bit more calm.
Yeah.
But knowing Equestria, that's probably not going to happen.
Definitely not.
Right, well, there's nothing to do but to say goodbye from me.
And goodbye from me as well.
Farewell.
And goodbye from him. Right, goodbye everyone.